And good morning to everybody. Welcome into the show. Special edition. I'm going to do a lot of Q&A today, so get ready to ask me your questions after we do some disruptive news. Here we go. So it's funny, I play that video every single day, but I probably haven't watched that video because I'm doing something else while that little 15-second thing is playing. That was the first time I've watched it in probably 6 months. That's pretty funny watching the, I gotta fix my hair. Watching the lifting weights at the end. I forgot we even did that. But okay, let's get at it. So markets are down right now. I'm going to... Why do you work out with sunglasses on? I don't work out with sunglasses on. Seth thought it would be funny. And since it's driving questions, yeah, it's funny. Okay, S&P futures down 0.5%. Everything's a little bit down today. It's getting dicey out there. GDP. So the GDP number came in, let's see here. Adjusted GDP, where was that? No, it was right here. Here we go. In other economic reports Wednesday morning, second quarter GDP growth revised up slightly to 2.1%. Though it was below the estimate for 2.2%. I did tell somebody it was going to be in the low twos in the bid and ask. Durable goods came in very low. I'm still looking for that PCE number. I can't find it. Kevin is crying. Why? Besides for his hair that's a different color from what I hear. Durable goods came in very low. I mean, these are the types of stocks that you want leading the market. Okay? We need to... It's not tech. It's not tech and it's not this and that. It's durable goods, it's materials, it's et cetera. Those are the things that we need leading markets, and we're not getting that right now. So we are going to flip through, and I thought the market only went up. Yeah, me too. So, oh well. All right, so I got some random news today. We'll just go through it and go from there. China warned to brace for U.S. stimulus tapering with Jerome Powell remaining as Fed chair. So Powell is said to, and guys, smash the like button for me. That would be wonderful. Powell is said that he is going to be, well, it's rumored that he's going to taper faster than the $15 billion a month. They're going to crank it up to $30 billion a month, which would set the stimulus, the quantitative easing, being finished in, I believe it's March instead of June. So that would be a good thing in my opinion. Now, China has said that they are not going to do any loosening of policy. They are going to keep it as is. They're going to keep it at bay. And it's funny that our government will do stimulus, but the communist government will not. Okay. Triggering calls for China to make early preparations for the United States to normalize monetary policy. Further policy divergence between the world's two largest economies is being seen as a particular concern as Beijing is moving towards marginal loosening of its monetary policy to support its slowing economic growth. So they're going to do a little bit, I guess, suggesting the necessity for bilateral coordination to manage spillovers to the rest of the world. Looking forward, the Fed may quicken that tapering and get it up to $30 billion a month to end in the end of March. Okay, so I was right about that, instead of the June date. So that's good, I think. The faster we do that, the faster we can kind of start to nip this inflation thing. The Fed can't tighten. The Fed can tighten. The Fed can absolutely tighten. The Fed, if you just let markets adjust how they're supposed to adjust, if you do this, you've gone completely out of control over here on the upside. This is normal. This is depression. This is euphoric highs. We'll just put an E there. You are all the way up here right now. At some point, if you just let it go back to normal, it will come back here. I'm not saying that we'll get to these depressing lows, but we'll get back to this range. And that collapse has to happen. You've done so much artificial movement to get it all the way to these euphoric highs. Something has to give, and it will give. China has stayed calm in all of this because the market expectation is stabilized and the country has accumulated lots of foreign exchange assets. The US dollar may be strengthened in the short term, but I'm telling you right now, exerting pressure on the yuan exchange rate, but this may be exactly what it wants. Guys, we're going to get, the dollar right now is very strong in the short term. And I said to Paul this morning, I was like, first of all, he was up in the 7 o'clock hour. That was weird. I said to him, it's just so strange to me that the dollar is so strong right now. He said you have to look and correlate it with not only, you need to correlate it with other currencies. See, I was just looking at it from the United States perspective, but when you compare it to other currencies, that is exactly right. And that is why it's so strong right now, devaluation of other dollars. So, all right, next, bear market. This is the morning call or whatever they call it. A bear market awaits tech stocks. Of course it does. Tesla's at the center of it. So we're going to scroll down here. This person, Peter Garnry from Saxo Bank, head of equity. Never heard of it. We saw downside beta. So this is the number this is the beta number I'm always talking to you guys about. Let's go to JWN. So the beta is right here. If you go on Yahoo Finance, beta, a 5-year beta. So this tells you these are stocks that have more volatility. So if I type in S&P and we have S&P right here, the S&P beta is 1 because that is the market. That's the benchmark. Now, theoretically, this if the S&P moves 1, this stock will move 2.39 times. That's so it has more volatility. So if we go to like an AT&T, the beta on here is less than 1. So it moves a lot slower than the market. If the market moves 1, AT&T moves 0.66. So when I tell you guys go and day trade stocks with higher betas because you want a little bit more volatility, that's what I'm talking about. Now, where were we? The beta higher sensitivity is okay. This tells you a lot about the sensitivity given the drawdown in tech stocks back in March, which could experience a 10 to 15% drawdown, 15 to 20% drawdown, and that would be a bear market if that happened. With all options activity in Tesla dwarfing the combined options activity in the FTSE 100 constituents, we believe Tesla will be at the center of the next of risk for the next fall off. 57% year to date. That's how much they're up. Elon has sold about $10 billion worth of shares over the past month, and Elon is just flossing. Speaking of Elon, that car that I got is so sweet. And if anybody out there wants to get a Model S or a Model X with the yoke steering wheel, don't even hesitate. I mean, I watched countless YouTube videos about how you need to relearn how to drive and it's this stupid steering wheel and this and that. Guys, I sat down in the car, I pulled out on the street out of the dealership and I learned how to drive. People are just so dramatic about it. It is an awesome steering wheel. Now, I will say, if that car had a normal steering wheel, it would be an absolutely ideal car. 100% ideal car. I do prefer a normal steering wheel to it as of 2 days into it. But the yoke steering wheel, I love it. I would suggest it to anybody. It's not hard to drive. You don't need to relearn how to drive. People are super dramatic. I don't understand it. Tesla, Elon Musk is selling stocks again. So all of Tuesday, so he sold a lot of options yesterday from what I understand. Oh, by the way, that steering wheel, the steering wheel is disruptive. I feel like a Formula One driver that goes 40 miles per hour. So he's selling a lot of shares. It isn't clear if his 10% suggested that he was selling or is selling or has sold or whatever from his Twitter poll was prearranged or not, but it really doesn't matter. I'm sure, guys, if you're Elon Musk or you're some kind of big executive, especially the CEO of a company as large as his, it's prearranged. So the stock is down 9% since a Twitter poll. S&P's flat over that time span. Musk sale should be done by Christmas. If that's the case, cessation of selling will be a gift to the Tesla bulls, aka go kill it. All right. Speaking of Tesla bulls, Kathy Wood is back in the news, and this lady's just the bomb. I just love her. Kathy Wood says that her firm is testing a more aggressive strategy that would be Ark on steroids. That's what she said to Squawk Box on Wednesday. They keep their eye on a 5-year time horizon that doesn't pay attention to the day-to-day. Noted. Her flagship fund, Ark ETF, Innovation ETF, is down 15% in 2021. So the S&P is up 24%, and she is down 15%. So maybe steroids mean that she will be down 30% instead of 15%. So that, my friends, is what we call disruptive. Now the crypto hype dorks, oh my God, they're just so confused right now. Bitcoin and Ethereum are up as India plans a cryptocurrency ban. They're all confused. I thought I was doing a good job calming the hype dorks' nerves, but I think I'm confusing them. I don't think they understand my sarcasm. I do think that crypto Bitcoin, what is it at now? 56,790. It could be at around 7 trillion by Christmas, but I don't know. I think they're believing me now. Cryptocurrency rose on Wednesday morning, even as India said it will introduce a bill banning the majority of cryptos. India's Cryptocurrency and Regulation of Official Digital Currency Bill of 2021 proposes a creation of a central digital currency to be issued by the Reserve Bank of India. The bill also seeks to prohibit all private cryptocurrencies in India. However, it allows for certain exceptions to promote underlying technologies of cryptocurrencies and its uses. It may also be about India's central bank using the underlying blockchain technology to create its own official version of digital rupees. So, with that being said, it's coming to the United States. Nobody wants to have kids in America anymore. RIP. Ask the question. Thinking about the future, how likely is it that you will have children someday? 44% of adults younger than 50 without children answered not too likely or not likely at all, according to a Pew Research Center survey in October. Okay. That proportion is up from 34%, similar in 2018. The reason was 56% of Americans don't want kids, and the birth rates have steadily declined since 2008 recession. The birth rate in 2020 hit another record low, but it could pop this year. I think it could pop this year because COVID boomers. What else did you have to do? I see, you know how many newborn kids I see out there nowadays? Oh my God, it's weird. Well, it's not weird, but it's the new baby boomers. So get ready for we're not having kids, but get ready for the youths of the future to be saying, these COVID boomers, they just love to use metaverse. Speaking of which, I bought an Oculus yesterday. One morning consultant survey, 572 millennials. I don't want to read this story. It's boring me. All right. Follow us on Instagram. And please, if you're out there and hacking, stop hacking me at TraderMo_EM. It's annoying. And PSA announcement. I am never going to just voluntarily send you a DM. It's not going to happen. I don't like crypto. I'm not going to tell you to buy crypto. If you DM me, I might respond to you. If you DM me, I might tap the heart button on the message that you send me if I like it. Besides that, I'm not DMing you. So please don't think that I am messaging you on Instagram, because I'm not. And you can follow Paul and Seth, and also pay attention to the EM one. That one's getting scammed too, because this is a scam. This is a hit. All right. Oh wow, the yields are really cranking right now. That's interesting. Earnings, nothing. All right. If you want to join us, join our software. 8 pillars portfolio, retirement calculator, stock analyzer tool. Then you can run the 8 pillars, of course, and you click join EM. Come on over here. $29 a month right now. And what's today's date? 24th? Yep. So this is going to go up to $30 on December 1st. And you get all of that, including the Discord community of 7,000 people. If you that think just like you, if you want to join the Bid and Ask Nation and join me, look how perfect that was. Look at that merge right there. $79 a month gets you that. Employed Trader series, Trading 101 series, Discord community of 900 plus people that all trade and are very good at what they do. Well, not all of them, but some people are getting good. What else was the thing that I wanted to tell you guys? monthly seminars. So probably next Saturday, I'll probably do a monthly seminar. It's just an open Q&A. I like to teach some stuff in the beginning, and then I open it up for Q&A. If you want to join Paul's Super Shorts, $500 a month gets you into that exclusive tier. If you want to do a one-on-one session with me, $750, 1 hour Zoom session. Save it. You'll have it for all of eternity. Lock it up, put it in a safe, and you can watch me for the rest of your life. Well, you can do that on YouTube too, but at least it won't be one-on-one. And if you want to do a real estate deal with Paul, $10,000 for 4 hours of his time, and you'll be Gucci. All right, guys. I'll take stocks. I'll take questions. I'll do whatever you guys want to do today. We have over 15 minutes, so if you want to ask me some random questions, I'm pretty much an open book. If you want to ask me stock questions, I'll do that, and we'll go from there. Okay. I got a baby coming in 2 months. Congrats, D. Snave. Kathy Wood is almost a senior, guys. She's in her 60s. Do I check the VIX regularly? Tony, no, I do not check the VIX regularly. I would sell, no. I'm trying to read here. I want to join the bid and ask. If I join, give you 200% and follow the rules, you think I will be able to afford a Tesla soon? It depends what, if you get 200% returns, yeah, you can afford a Tesla. Maybe Tesla will offer a normal steering wheel in the future. Maybe. That would be awesome. All right, what are we doing here? Watching you for the rest of my life will definitely be exciting. I love it. All right, let's do Facebook. Facebook, how much cash do you hold at the moment? I'm probably 70 to 75% cash right now, but on January 1st, I will be less cash. You were going to celebrate Thanksgiving with Paul's family? Yep, going to Nicole's family's and then heading over to Paul's brother's house, Mikey, who was on the show maybe 2 months ago, and we're going to spend it over there. And we do the same thing for Christmas. Should we short stocks today? Follow the trend. Can you please attempt to say my first name? Santhrop? Santhrop? That's a hard one. That's why I call you San. If you swap bid and ask and you're older member, does some of the discount remain or you pay full whack? You pay full whack. Do you recommend buying ETFs now or wait for the big drop? I recommend you, if you want to start buying now, start getting in now, because at some point, this is what you're going to do. You're going to buy here, and it's going to go like this. And you might be buying you might be buying here in the cycle. But eventually the cycle is going to be down here and you're going to be buying there. You might buy at a high here and down here. So you just need a dollar cost and just keep adding consistently over a long period of time. You will make close to a 10% return, if not more than 10% return. Okay, Facebook. Facebook is looking really good here. The only thing that we need to happen with Facebook is we need to make this move up and we need to get over the 100-day moving average. Fell below the 100-day moving average back here in September, and it has not been able to break up since. So, yeah, rough. Got to get over the 100 from both perspectives, but especially a long-term perspective. Got to happen. Thoughts on VIX options? You know, if that's something you want to do, have fun. I've never actually looked at them. Did I sleep well? Yeah, I always sleep well. 200%. What is your opinion on buying infrastructure or semiconductor ETFs? Semiconductors, I think, are out of control right now, even though we're having a shortage. I think those have led the market up, and I think they're going to lead the market down. Now, infrastructure, it depends what kind of infrastructure you're talking about. I don't know why I picture Paul eating burritos like he's slowly undressing them. He lays on the couch and just is in a very strange position when he does that. I need to get out of Cisco. Let's see here. Cisco. I need to get out. Well, tell me your cost basis. This gap will more likely than not fill. What's this price? So you get, okay, maybe it won't fill immediately. You got to get through the 100-day moving average and the 50 and the 25. So you have a good trend going on right now, but be careful with that one. If you tell me your cost basis, I will let you know. Invest in VOO or no? That's perfectly fine. I invest in SPY personally. AZO play from yesterday came out 6% until I pulled out. How do you see AZO today? First of all, good job. Great trade yesterday. If you caught 6% yesterday. Oh, that's right. You were in it. You were in a swing trade. I remember you caught this or something like that. Yeah, I remember now. You asked me in Discord. Yeah. What do I see today? Well, it's a downtrend today. I'm glad that you took your profits because you got that rollover right there. So you probably caught this, exited with a rollover. So I would just let it settle down. And when you make a new all-time high, you can go for it. How do you determine which stocks to enter in January? I have a portfolio. I have a back test that I use and go with that. Will you guys have any Black Friday Discord sales? No, we will not. What did you have for breakfast? I haven't eaten breakfast yet. I know, oh, here we go. I know diet is vital in weight loss, but my country's cuisine makes it hard to track. Should I choose a different diet style for easy tracking? So go ahead and download the MyFitnessPal app. And even if your restaurants or food isn't it's a very customizable app, and you can go ahead and customize things from there. Also, websites like tigerfitness.com they have meal plans on them, very good. They can help you out. That's tigerfitness.com. Little plug for my buddy Mark. Thoughts on Peloton? Let's look. So Peloton's been just getting abused. Where are we at? So we're holding a consolidation level. It's no surprise that it is a surprise that they dropped here, but it's no surprise that they're stopping here because that is the next consolidation level. So I would just wait over here and just wait for it to start turning up. It needs buying volume. We don't have any buying volume. The only day we have buying volume is when it went up 15% that one day and then fell straight back down. There's going to be another day where it jumps up 15, 20% and everybody's all happy again and Peloton's back. So when do I get the Tesla? I got it on Monday. VOO and SPY are basically the same. Yep, they're basically the same. Can I talk about Roblox? I don't know what to say about Roblox. So looking at this, they started in March of this year. I don't like trading stocks that are less than a year old. I like to have an entire year of a chart. I would day trade this. Let's see, is this a flagpole pattern? Yeah, so this is a flagpole pattern. So it went straight up and it's coming straight back down. I'm sure it's going to come down to this 108 level. So if you're in that and you don't want to lose anymore, I would do that. Do I own Amazon stock or do I prefer an ETF? I do not own Amazon stock. What happened to BBY yesterday? Best Buy this is what happens, guys. This is what happens with earnings. Look at this. Their earnings per share, they beat. Their revenue, they beat. And probably forward guidance was down. And this is what happened. So that's why I always tell you, don't trade stocks on earnings and you'll be saved. There's somebody in the bid and ask that messaged me yesterday and he said, hey, thanks for telling me to get out of Best Buy up here at 140 on Monday morning. And because we don't trade earnings, it just happens. Do you have any painkiller recommendations for people like me having 40% of their portfolio being in BABA? I would not be in BABA with 40% of my portfolio, just telling you right now. Which moving averages am I using on the right? 25, 50, 100, and 200. What else do we have? Any tips on figuring out whether a stock is good for dividends, even if growth isn't great? Great question. I would never, ever, ever buy a stock just for the dividend. That to me is so absurd. That is like going to the ice cream shop. Let's say you're sitting at your house and you really want some maraschino cherries. That's what you really want. And you say, instead of going to the supermarket to buy the maraschino cherries, I'm going to go to the ice cream parlor and I'm going to buy an entire ice cream cup full of something, and I'm going to get a maraschino cherry on top. That's like buying an ice cream sundae and getting a maraschino cherry on top. It doesn't make any sense to me. Go and buy the cherries, man. Don't buy a company for the dividend. That is not a good idea. Do not buy companies for dividends. Dividends are not always secure. So you need to pay attention to this, but do not buy stocks just for a dividend. What do I think of Sleep Number's SNBR? So I use a Sleep Number bed. They're phenomenal. To that point, I've done a few good minutes on this, but for a swing trade right now, so you need to get an engulfing candlestick, just like you got back here. But the reason that you didn't add on this engulfing candlestick is because you weren't in the sweet spot. So one more engulfing candlestick will likely put you in the sweet spot. It might be two, and then you can run this thing up, hopefully, to the 100-day moving average. What is your opinion on covered call ETFs. If you own an ETF, sell covered calls on them. Why not? Just keep collecting the premium. That's what I do. If you know the odds of a stock tanking on earnings are high, why not? Well, we don't know the odds. Could you have told me that if I would have told you that Best Buy would have beat earnings per share, beat revenue, would you have told me that they would have been down 15%? No, I would have told you they would have been up 15% or not moved at all. You would have. There's nobody in this chat right now that would have said that Best Buy would have been down 15% yesterday. Nobody. And if you do, you're a liar. Top 5 dividend stocks, please. I don't know. If you know the odds, yeah, I already read that one. Thoughts on Trade Desk? I have not heard about it. If you had to choose to meet Stock Mo or meet Kevin as your friend for a day, who would it be? Stock Mo. He just seems like a normal guy. Meet Kevin seems like a dick. If you want dividends, buy an ETF that chases them. Exactly. Starbucks. Let's do Starbucks. S-Bucks. Must have an intense ice cream shop story that felt therapeutic. I don't really eat too much ice cream, but I do like cotton candy ice cream. There's no doubt about that. All right. Starbucks. So you're struggling to break out over the 200, and you have been for about 2 weeks. So you need to look at our volume. Our volume's very light. The stochastic is good, but if we get, where was it going to open the day? So it's going to open the day down here. If you get an engulfing candlestick like that today, you can go ahead and add to this. Yes. All right. What is the indicator? Kramer has a nut job. Kramer's the best. Don't take anything Kramer says, but with a grain of salt. Kramer's just, he is so good for television, but come on. What is the indicator called? The yellow and red line? It's called the stochastic. Yes. Stoke. Yes. What's your favorite brand of watch? Rolex. Definitely Rolex. Can I go over Facebook? I already did that. Jeremy seems cool. Jeremy seems like a bigger tool than Meet Kevin. Thanks, Mo, for everything, money. Happy Thanksgiving. See you next week. See you, buddy. That's great. I'm afraid you lost my interest, Robert, California. When do you sell? Do you sell if you're down 20% in the stock? No, I don't, because you sell if something fundamentally changes in the company. You sell because the stock is down 20%. That might mean that there's complete irrational fear in the stock. I look at Peloton, for example. Peloton is not a value play. They barely make money. It's not consistent. So I do not think that they should have been punished to lose 50% of their market cap based on what came out. Now, based on valuation, yes, but based on what came out on earnings, absolutely not. Just because that stock is down 50% doesn't mean that you just exit it. I'm just using that as an example. I'm not saying that you do it with you do it or you don't do it with Peloton, but all right, pins. Stock Mo is the GOAT. Indeed he is. Stock Mo is the cat. 10 out of 10. All right. Pinterest just keeps falling. Where's the support level? So the next support level is down here about 39.50. So we'll see if it holds that one, and we'll go from there. Pinterest again, I think is a fine stock that's going to be okay if the rest of the market moves. What does the stochastic tell you? The stochastic tells you the trend. Do you prefer German cars like B&M or Tesla? So I have a German car. I have a Mercedes SL450. I really love it. But I also really love the tech of a Tesla. I also have a British car. So I like all kinds of cars. I'm not loyal to one country or the other. For day trading, do you use both lines? So Michael G, with day trading, you only need to use the %K. You only need the %K, and you need to be over 80% to go long. Did you hear about her Kathy Wood's Ark on steroids? Yeah, it's going to be down 30% for the year instead of 15%. That's the steroids for you. You said you invest in SPY ETF, part of your strategy. So it is for my IRA accounts. And any of my IRA accounts, I just roll right into ETFs and just let them go. That's what I do there. Dan, I just answered pins. OMC, Omnicom. Omnicom, biggest advertising agency in the world. All right. So wait for an engulfing candlestick. If you get one today like that on a swing trade, beautiful. It's beautiful. Good volume coming in over the past 5 sessions. Looks really good. Now over here, if you want to go long, you got to wait. And I don't think that you'll be adding to this until you get over about $71. But this thing is looking really good. Guys, smash the like button for me. That would be great. If we can get this to 200 by the end of the... If you get to 200, I'll stick around for another 5 minutes. When should a company stop buying back their shares? That's a loaded question. There's not one answer that I say just stop buying back your shares. But if a company is cheap and they see their stock is cheap and they start buying back shares, that's fine. I mean, I love companies that buy back their own shares at cheap. Mo, can you talk about risk management on swing trading? Yep, Robin, I would just put 3 to 5% trailing stops in place, and that's your risk management right there. You want to mitigate your risk on the downside and capitalize on your gains on the upside. That's why I don't like doing advanced sells on stocks. I would rather I'd rather do the sells on my own and take profits at certain levels, and then I can add back on or whatnot because I want to get as much as the run as possible. Ark is disruptive. Ark is definitely disruptive. mRNA, we haven't done that one in a while. I know they skyrocketed and fell back down. Guys, I told you when they went on this parabolic run from $240 to $520 or $510. I told you this is crazy and it's going to fall right back down, and look where we are. We're right back down here at this 240. We've had a little bit of a rebound over the last couple of days, fell right back to the 200-day moving average. That's exactly what happens. Exactly what happens. What's a trailing stop? So a trailing stop is if you buy a stock at, say, $10 and you want to sell, okay, so you buy a stock at $10, all right? And you're going to put I don't know, what do we want to call it? 5%? We'll call it a 5% trailing stop. So if this thing falls down to $9.50, you're going to sell that stock. You're not going to sell it. The computer's going to execute the trade for you. Now, let's say that this stock goes up to $11 and then it pulls back 5%. Whatever 5% of 11 is, that's going to be your trailing stop, and it's going to sell it right there. So it trails the high, it goes to the high, and then it goes 5% back from there, or 3%, or whatever percent you want back from there. So, Theo, look in the trading setup. Look, it is different, but look in the trading setup. Best and worst Thanksgiving food. The best Thanksgiving food is stuffing. The worst is turkey. Thanksgiving food is the worst. It's the worst. And oh God, it's the worst. Can somebody just give me like pizza instead, or chicken? Turkey's terrible. And everything that goes along. I don't like mashed potatoes. I don't like corn. I don't want any of that crap. I saw an episode of how to trade stocks on Sesame Street. Yeah, so did the rest of the world. What's a good method for taking profits on crazy run-ups like that? If you get flagpole patterns like that, just follow the trend, follow the volume. Once the volume starts to fall off, exit your position. Let's see if we can zoom back here. So we got a little bit of a bump. You notice how this thing flew up like this? And as soon as this red one right here happened, you saw volume just start to taper again. That's when you exit your position. Same here. Runs up, and you had this fall in volume right here. It just kept declining. Exit your position, then you can add back in. So pay attention to volume when you're doing that. All right, let's see. Can you do trailing stops on all platforms? Absolutely. Ark is so disruptive, they decided not to learn from history. They're rewriting history. Mo, it's called dressing, my friend. What's your opinion on companies that issue lots of stock-based compensation? It depends on the company. I mean, there's some companies that are in good situations to do that, some are not. Impossible question. If you were invested in an 8-pillar stock, how long would you wait before you cut your losses? Listen, I don't think, I think you go based on what you think. That's what I think. Is Apple a sell now or hold on for dear life? I'm holding my Apple. I've been holding it since 2014 or 15. I ain't letting go. Mo, thanks for all you do. Happy Thanksgiving. Hardeep, thank you. You too. Turkey is amazing. Turkey amazing. Your friends just cook like, yeah. Do you eat good holiday food? Yeah, it's okay. A duffel bag is always good for taking profits. Yeah, that's right. If you wrap turkey with bacon, I don't like bacon. Bacon smells weird. You should start a parody show like Love It or List It. That would be funny, called Long It or Short It. I like that one. Please do Hibbett Sports, stuffing in Ohio. All right, I'll do Hibbett Sports, and then I got to get out of here. I'm going to get my windows tinted, and then Paul is picking me up. So I'll do one more, and then I'll get out of here. Want a good laugh? Look at the shares issued for DPW stock. Message it to me in the Discord, and I'll take a look at it. Hibbett, short. If you want to short it, you have to wait for an engulfing candlestick down to take out the low of Monday's wick and take profits going into the 100-day moving average. So, all right, guys. Well, thanks for asking all the questions that you did today. It made the no news today a lot easier and a really fun show. So everybody have a great Thanksgiving. Good question right here before I wrap up. Does ethics matter to you when you invest in a stock? Like, would you invest in DuPont or Monsanto? Okay, I don't know I know Monsanto, but I don't know exactly what they do. Now, with that being said, I don't care. If you want to, cigarettes, I'm investing in them. Nike with Chinese slave labor. I mean, if you go through every company, there's no ethical company out there. I can go through every single company and say this company does X, therefore they're not ethical. And basically it's subjective. So with that being said, I don't care. Anyways, everybody have a great Thanksgiving. Thanks for everything that you've done for us this year. You guys are great, and we're all learning together. It's awesome. Everyone have a good one. Catch you on the flippity flap.
Thank you.